Steam rising slow from a chipped old cup, sitting on the porch while the daylight wakes up. The red dirt drive still quiet as can be. Just me, this coffee, and the sound of the breeze. Coffee at sunrise, and the world feels right. That golden hush before the heat and fight. Memories float like mist through the pines. In this still Georgia morning, I find peace of mind. Sunlight creeping over the barn out back. Bluebird singing like an old-time track. That photo of her still hangs by the door. I don't need much now, just this and nothing more. Coffee at sunrise, and the world feels right. That golden hush before the heat and fight. Memories flow like mist through the pines. In this still Georgia morning, I find peace of mind. Life don't always go the way we planned, but it sure feels better with a mug in hand. Coffee at sunrise, where the soul breathes slow. No hurry, no worry, just letting time go. Out here where the sky meets the gravel and light, I sip what I need in the calm of first light. Life don't always go the way we plan, but it sure feels better with a mug in hand. Memories float like mist through the pines. In this still Georgia morning, I find peace of mind. I sip what I need in the calm of first light.
Years and a brand new cap. Mama packed my lunch in a brown paper sack. That whistle blew at 5:30. I stepped in the mill, felt more than alive. First job at the mill, boots on the ground, dust in my lungs, machines all around. Didn't make much, but I stood real tall, learned how to work and give it my all. Old man Tucker showed me the press, said keep your hands clear and you won't make a mess. Sweat dripped down through the Georgia heat, but I earned my name on my own 2 feet. First job at the mill, boots on the ground, dust in my lungs, machines all around. Didn't make much, but I stood real tall, learned how to work and give it my all. flowers, gas for the Civic. First job at the mill still rings in my mind. That hum of the bell, that punch of the time. It wasn't much, but it meant the world to a callous tan boy in a denim bell world. Friday came and that paycheck hit. Bought mama sunflowers, gas for the Civic. Whoa. In a denim built world. Neon glowing on your sundress white, that little dive bar off of Route 9. Jukebox playing George Strait real low, and your hand in mine moving sweet and slow. Friday night slow dance, holding you close, swaying like the world just froze. Boots on hardwood, hearts in time. I still feel you like that very first night. Two-step turns in a room full of smoke. Your laugh cut through like a whispering joke. You said don't let go, and I never did. But time had its say, like it always did. Friday night slow dance, holding you close, swaying like the world just froze. Boots on hardwood, hearts in time. I still feel you like that very first night. Now it's just me and that old jukebox glow, dancing with memories I can't let go. Friday night slow dance still plays in my head. Your perfume, that smile, the words you said. If time could rewind, I'd take one more chance back to that slow Friday night dance. Grandma's hand smelled like flour and grace, wore that faded apron with the blue cross stitch lace. She'd hum old hymns in the early morn while the firewood crackled and the biscuits were born. Grandma's hands and biscuits, soft as a sigh, just feeling so. She fed the whole world from that warm heart of gold. That old cast iron pan still sits on her stove, black as the coffee she always kept bold. She'd pat my head with a flurry hand, saying, "Child, slow down, the world can wait, you understand." Grandma's hands and biscuits, soft as a sigh, love baked in with a twinkle in her eye. No recipe written, just feeling so. She fed the whole world from that warm heart of gold. Now the house is quiet, the screen door don't swing, but I swear I still smell them when the bluebirds sing. Grandma's hands and biscuits live on in me, and every Sunday morning a sweet memory. I close my eyes and I'm back at her side, with flour on the counter and peace deep inside.
There's a box beneath my bed, tied up with twine, full of yellow paper and words I left behind. I wrote to my father the day he passed, told him I was sorry, but never sent it at last. Letters I never sent, full of truth and tears, scrawled in the silence over the years. Each line a moment I couldn't say out loud, so I folded them neat and laid them down proud. Once for Jenny, back in '89, I said I'd come back, but I ran out of time. Another for Mama on her birthday in June, just saying I miss you when the house feels too soon. Letters I never sent, full of truth and tears, scrawled in the silence over the years. Each line a moment I couldn't say out loud, so I folded them neat and laid them down proud. Maybe heaven's got a mailbox, or maybe it don't, but I like to think they read every note. Letters I never sent, now I read them alone. By the glow of the porch light, when the world feels gone, each word still lingers like a soft southern hymn, whispering the love I carry within.
Maybe heaven's got a mailbox, or maybe it don't. But I like to think they read every note. Letters I never sent, now I read them alone. By the glow of the porch light, when the world feels gone, each word still lingers like a soft southern hymn, whispering the love I carry within. I was just a barefoot boy running through the cotton rows, mud on my knees and sunlight on my nose. She'd call me home from that front porch swing. Her voice carried easy like a gospel hymn in spring. Mama's voice in the wind still calls me home, like a lullaby floating through the pines when I'm alone. No matter how far this old road bends, I hear her soft words in the southern wind. She'd hum old hymns while she shelled the peas, hands warm from work, but her soul was free. Now I walk these fields with a heart grown wide, and swear I hear her singing when the breeze drifts by. Mama's voice in the wind still calls me home, like a lullaby floating through the pines when I'm alone. No matter how far this old road bends, I hear her soft words in the southern wind. Sometimes I stop just to feel her near, like she never left, like she's still right here. Mama's voice in the wind still calls me home. It wraps round my heart like a well-worn song. No matter how far this old road bends, I hear her soft words in the southern wind.
cotton lace shade. Coffee brewing slow, mama humming an amazing grace. Daddy tapping time on the old pine table, and the gospel playing low on that Sunday morning radio. Sunday morning radio, soft as the breeze, carried hymns and hometown memories. No fancy things, no need to go, just peace and love on that AM radio. Biscuits in the oven and bacon frying hot. Granddaddy's Bible open to the same old spot. Kids still sleeping in, dogs stretching on the floor, and WSM humming through that old screen door. Sunday morning radio, soft as the breeze, carried hymns and hometown memories. No fancy things, no need to go, just peace and love on that AM radio. Time moved on, but the station still plays. Every now and then I hear those days. Sunday morning radio still lives in me, through static and silence and faded belief. I close my eyes and I'm back, you know, to that old front porch and that Sunday morning radio. She's rusted round the edges, paint faded in the sun, but that old blue Chevy sure had its run. Bench seat cracked, radio stuck on Hank, rolling down dirt roads with a half-full tank. That old blue Chevy held my youth inside. From Friday night kisses to late gravel rides, tailgate talks under Georgia stars. She took me everywhere without going far. Got my first heartbreak behind that wheel, watched her walk off while the tire stood still. Loaded it down with friends and beers, cranked Skinner loud till we couldn't hear. That old blue Chevy held my youth inside. From Friday night kisses to late gravel rides,
Tailgate talks under Georgia stars. She took me everywhere without going far. Now she's sitting out back, weeds growing round, but I still hear the engine when no one's around. That old blue Chevy still runs throughout my mind, like the good old days I left behind. She may be parked and rusted with time, but that truck still drives through memories line.
That old dusty road still winds past Miller's Creek, gravel cracking under tires like it did back in '93. Grandpa's barn leans heavy, but it's still standing proud, and the wind through the cane still sings soft and loud. That old dusty road knows every step I've made, from childhood days to the choices I can't trade. It don't look the same, but it still feels like home. Every time I roll back down that old dusty road, we chase fireflies in the twilight after chores. Mama'd holler supper from that screen door. Daddy's old Chevy parked by the big old tree where I carved our names when she said she'd wait for me. That old dusty road knows every step I've made, from childhood days to the choices I can't trade. It don't look the same, but it still feels like home. Every time I roll back down that old dusty road. Time may pave over dreams, names may fade away, but some roads remember more than words can say. That old dusty road still knows who I am, a barefoot boy, now a weathered man. It don't look the same, but it still feels like home. Every time I roll back down that old dusty road. There's a swing on the sycamore tree out back. Rope's worn thin, but it still holds fast. I used to push it high with muddy feet, then sit real still, feeling life so sweet. That swing on the sycamore tree holds more than wood and twine. It carried my laughter and a few tears of mine. From scraped up knees to whispered dreams, it knew my heart and all in between. She kissed me once in the fall of '94, right where that swing brushed the old screen door. Said she loved me till the seasons changed. Now just the wind calls out her name. That swing on the sycamore tree holds more than wood and twine. It carried my laughter and a few tears of mine. From scraped up knees to whispered dreams, it knew my heart and all in between. Now I sit with my boy, watching him fly. Same creek and road, same southern sky. That swing on the sycamore tree still sways in the breeze. A simple place where my soul finds peace. It don't look new, but it's strong and free, like the roots that run in that sycamore tree. In that sycamore tree. That old tin roof still rattles in the wind, just like it did when I was 10. Daddy built it strong with calloused hands. Years gone by, but the barn still stands. The barn still stands through storms and time, through broken dreams and worn out lines. Paint's all peeled, but the bones hold true, like the lessons he taught back in '82. Still filled with dust and hay. I'd hide up there at the end of the day. He'd laugh and say, "Son, don't you be afraid. This world will test you, but you were built to stay." The barn still stands through storms and time, through broken dreams and worn out lines. Paint's all peeled, but the bones hold true, like the lessons he taught
back in '82. Now he's gone, but I still hear his voice in every board, in every noise. The barn still stands like a memory proud, through wind and rain, through silence and sound. It don't shine new, but it holds this land like a father's love. The barn still stands.
There's a White House sitting on Maple Lane, porch swing hanging, paint peeled by the rain. We stood on that lawn back in '93. You held my hand, said this could be the dream. The house we almost bought still haunts my mind. 4 brick walls where our names align. A picket fence, a front porch light, a love that slipped into the night. We had it all in the house we almost bought. You circled the rooms with stars in your eyes, talk about the curtains, the nursery size. I kissed you slow by the mailbox post, back when forever felt close. The house we almost bought still haunts my mind. 4 brick walls where our names align. A picket fence, a front porch light, a love that slipped into the night. We had it all in the house we almost bought. Now someone else parks in that drive, but I still pass by on Saturday night. The house we almost bought, it ain't mine to claim, but it still holds echoes of your name. If walls could talk, they'd say a lot about dreams we drew and then forgot. We left our hearts in the house we almost bought. I had a flannel shirt and a busted watch, back pocket dreams and a Matchbox Dodge. Mama said be home before the street lights glow, but I had Georgia maps and a thirst to go. $2 and a tank of gas was all I had to my name. but the road was wide and the sky never looked the same. Windows down, Skinner on blast. Life felt big with $2 in a tank of gas. Stopped at a diner off Highway 10. Flirted with a waitress, might have seen her again. Wrote my number on a napkin torn. Said if you like freedom, girl, I was born for the storm. The $2 in a tank of gas was all I had to my name. But the road was wide and the sky never looked the same. Windows down, Skinner on blast. Life felt big with $2 in a tank of gas. Now I've got bills and a desk and a tie, but sometimes I roll with that fire in my eye. $2 in a tank of gas still lives in my veins. A memory wild running through my southern lanes. Wind in my hair, no need to ask. I was rich back then with $2 in a tank of gas. Steps were cracked but wide, held the weight of kin from far and wide. Every July we'd all come down to that little white house on the edge of town. Uncle Joe's front steps where the stories grew, with sweet tea laughs and barbecue. Kids running barefoot through the yard while he'd pick his Gibson, strumming real hard. He spit his chew in a coffee can and talk about Jesus and the price of land. Grandma'd bring peach pie still warm, and we'd pass it around like a southern charm. Uncle Joe's front steps where the stories grew, with sweet tea laughs and barbecue. Kids running barefoot through the yard while he'd pick his Gibson, strumming real hard. Now that porch is quiet, he's been gone a while, but I still hear his voice in that easy drawl style. Uncle Joe's front steps live on in me, and every porch swing in an old oak tree, the heart of a home where love was kept. Yeah, life felt right on Uncle Joe's front steps. Uncle Joe's front steps. morning round 10:30, I'd sit on the swing just like back then. Mom would say don't stare too long, but I knew today your name might come along. Waiting on the mailman, like waiting on spring, hoping your words might change everything. Each creak of the gate, each step on the wall was a heartbeat louder than a front porch tall. You left for Memphis in '82, said I'll write you soon, I promise to. Since then I've checked that rusted box like a preacher praying through Sunday knocks. Waiting on the mailman, like waiting on spring, hoping your words might change everything. Each creak of the gate, each step on the wall was a heartbeat louder than a front porch tall. Now the box is empty, the paint's chipped and gray, but I still check it most every day. Waiting on the mailman, with my heart in my hand, like a kid with a wish, trying to understand. And if someday your letter should land, you'll find me right here, still waiting on the mailman. Waiting on the When it rains on a tin roof, I still hear her hum in that yellow house where I come from. The smell of cornbread, the sound of her spoon, stirring up supper in the late afternoon. When it rains on a tin roof, time rolls back slow, like pages turning in a book I know. Every drop sings like an old front porch tune, echoes of love in a soft southern June. Daddy'd lean back in his rocking chair, boots crossed, hat tipped like he hadn't a care. He'd say, "Let it pour, son, we needed the rain." But I knew he was hiding a whole world of pain.
a tin roof. Time rolls back slow, like pages turning in a book I know. Every drop sings like an old front porch tune, echoes of love in a soft southern June. Now that roof is rusted, the windows all gone, but the thunder still whispers when I'm feeling alone. When it rains on a tin roof, I just close my eyes, let the rhythm take me to those Georgia skies. No place to be, nothing to prove, just a boy again. When it rains on a tin roof.
There's a dried up bed where the water once flowed by the cottonwood tree down the old back road. I used to skip stones barefoot in July. Now it's cracked and quiet neath the Georgia sky, where the river used to run. Memories still do, like your hand in mine, that old red canoe. Time moved on like a setting sun, but I still stand where the river used to run. We carved our names in the bark so deep, thought love like ours was too strong to leave, but the banks gave way and the seasons changed. Now it's just me and a whisper of your name, where the river you used to run. Memories still do, like your hand in mine, that old red canoe. Time moved on like a setting sun, but I still stand where the river used to run. Some things dry up, some things remain, like the echo of laughter after the rain. Where the river used to run, now the silence flows, but deep in my soul the current still knows, and I still wait neath the fading sun, right here alone, where the river used to run. Behind Miller's Creek, sweet tea and whiskey, we passed it round quick. You wore that red dress, hair pulled tight. We lit sparklers and hearts under that southern night. 4th of July, '85, you look like a song, with fireworks flying and Skinner on.
from the back. We carved our names in a pine tree tall, swore we'd never change, but summer don't stall. 4th of July, 85, you look like a song, with fireworks flying and Skinner on. That kiss by the Chevy stayed in my mind like a flag in the breeze, frozen in time. I heard you married a banker in Baton Rouge, but I still see you when the sky turns rouge. 4th of July, 85 still burns in my soul, like bottle rockets bursting out of control. You were my fire, my reason to drive back to that night on the 4th of July, 85.